definitely enjoying this victory right now. So you have to excuse me while I gloat.
So I guess Kevin actually did father a child after all. Heaven knows he and I tried hard to do it, but we never were able to.
Hey, it's not your fault. You and I are just different varieties of woman. There's nothing either you or I can do about that. I mean, I knew that right away when I first laid eyes on you at the funeral. I knew you weren't the kind of woman who could satisfy his needs.
Wow, okay. I see what you're trying to do here.
Anyway, now it's time for us to take care of all the official business and formalities.
You've gotten even more confident than you were before, I see.
Well, I am the mother of the heir, and it's now scientifically confirmed. So, yes, I am more confident now.
What was that you said? The heir? Was that the word that you just used?
Yes, of course. Kyle is set to inherit Kevin's house, company, and whatever else he's legally entitled to, you know.
I see. Let me ask you something first, Megan. Did Kevin tell you all that while you were in bed together or something?
No, he didn't, but I know that that's the case because I've done my homework.
Listen, I need to go talk to my lawyer about a few things and make sure that we're all on the same page with this stuff. I'll be in touch again after I do that, okay?
Ugh. Fine. But just be quick about it. I've waited long enough now. What on earth is taking so long? All you need to do is wire the money to me. It's been 6 months now.
Well, there's a bit of a situation that's causing a problem with that, Megan.
What are you talking about? This better not be some stalling or negotiating tactic because I won't stand for it.
It's a matter of succession.
Succession? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it means that there are questions regarding Kyle's place in Kevin's line of succession.
What are you even talking about? This is a stalling tactic and it's not going to work.
No, really. I was surprised about the whole thing myself, to tell you the truth.
You need to explain to me right now what's been going on. This is not supposed to be this complicated.
Okay, listen. When Kevin passed away, his obituary was published in the newspapers, of course. Shortly after that, we were flooded with calls from all over the country from people claiming to be his illegitimate children or the mothers of his illegitimate children.
Seriously? You got calls from all over the country? From other women and children?
That's right. I don't know how many different states were represented, but it was a lot. Quite shocking, actually. I never would have expected 30 or so of those people to suddenly appear, but that's exactly what happened, and that's why this is all taking so long. We have to check out everyone, just like we did with you.
There are 30 others with claims like mine?
Yep. There are about 30 altogether.
I don't believe it. You're lying.
Surprisingly enough, there were even 3 siblings who all claimed to be Kevin's heirs, too, as well as more than one claimant who are in their 20s and 30s.
Why, that lying schemer! How long had he been cheating on you anyway?
I honestly don't know. I used to get upset about it when I was much younger, but then I decided that I could put up with it as long as he always came home to me. But I never in a million years thought that he was this, prolific.
But I was the first one to come forward, right? I mean, first come, first served, right?
What's that? Oh, yes. Yes, you were the only one who showed up at his funeral demanding money, if that's what you mean.
Hey! Don't talk about me like I'm some extortionist or something.
Oh, you're much worse than an extortionist, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, Kyle and I should be entitled to more money than the rest of these people, right?
No, that theory doesn't really apply, I'm afraid. It's an equal distribution among all the qualified claimants.
Why? And how much will that inheritance end up amounting to if it's divided up between 30 people?
Well, Kevin's personal assets amounted to approximately $600,000. Half of that is mine, and the rest is what will be divided up between you and the other claimants. That comes to about $10,000 for each of you.
Excuse me? Are you telling me that we're only getting $10,000 each in inheritance from Kevin the multi-millionaire?
Yes, well, that's what happens when it gets divvied up between all those love children. You can do the math yourself if you like. I'll happily lend you a calculator. Or maybe an abacus.
This is unbelievable. Just unreal.
Yes, such a shame.
Then I guess I'll just have to take that $10,000. But I am not satisfied with this. Not at all.
My lawyer is telling me that the process is going to continue to be slow and tedious because of all the claimants.
But I'm still the first in line.
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, that's not how all this works.
Ugh, whatever. Just hurry it up, please. Will you please get your act together already? It's been more than 5 years now. I almost can't remember where we left off with all this.
Oh, so sorry. The process has been quite lengthy, I know. All of the claimants are receiving their wire transfers in sequential order, and they're almost all finished at this point.
But I was first in line! Why haven't I received mine yet?
As I said, the transfers are being done in sequential order.
All of the claimants have been DNA tested like Kyle was, right?
No, they haven't.
What? Why? That's completely unfair to only force Kyle to do it.
Because it wasn't necessary for the other claimants as it was for you and Kyle.
What in the world does that mean? Again, I ask, why?
Because Kevin personally acknowledged all the others.
Huh? But now that you mention it, I never did receive acknowledgement from Kevin.
Maybe Kevin was too burned out on acknowledging so many of his illegitimate children that he just forgot about you and Kyle. You were the last in line, and you ended up not making the cut.
That's horrible! Kyle is his actual son, so he has to be entitled to some of that money.
Actually, if he hasn't been acknowledged by Kevin, he has no rights to inherit anything, period. That's just the way it is.
That can't be right!
No, it's correct. Go ahead and research it for yourself.
Why are Kyle and I the only ones getting shut out of this when everyone else is getting their fair share?
Well, there is a way to force them to acknowledge Kyle as an heir, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I definitely want to do that. I'm going to go talk to my lawyer about that right now.
If I remember correctly, the statute of limitations on that kind of legal motion is 5 years, though.
Huh?
It's been 5 years since Kevin passed away now. Time certainly does fly.
You knew about all this all along.
Did I?
Now stop jerking me around. As far as I'm concerned, you owe me $10,000.
And why is that?
You got $300,000 from Kevin. You're loaded.
So what? Kyle isn't my child. He's Kevin's child, and Kevin never told me about him or left any instructions that I was supposed to do anything for him.
$10,000 is nothing to you. It's a drop in the ocean, so pay me my money.
Wow. Is that really how you talk to people when you need their help?
Okay, I'm sorry for being so upset. How's that? Now send me my money.
Yeah, that's still really not the way you're supposed to ask for help.
Oh, come on! Why are you only doing this to me out of all the claimants?
Have you already forgotten what you did at Kevin's funeral?
What? What did I do? I was so agitated and upset that whole affair is a blur.
You were sobbing hysterically in front of Kevin's casket and yelling at him, telling him not to leave you and Kyle. It was a complete scene.
Well, I was really sad. What can I say?
Yeah, really sad to see your gravy train rolling down the tracks away from you.
Hey, I won't lie. That had a little to do with it.
I was desperately trying to keep it together and give Kevin a proper and dignified funeral. But you had to show up and make a complete scene about being his side piece and his baby mama, to the point where some of the people there were even making jokes about you being Kevin's actual wife. Do you have any idea how embarrassing that was for me?
So that's why you're doing this to me? Because you've been seething about that all this time?
Oh, no. That's not the only thing you did.
Then what else?
Why did you have to even come to the burial ceremony?
Because I wanted his son to be able to say a final goodbye to him.
Oh, come on. I clearly heard Kyle pointing at the casket and asking who that man in the box is.
Yeah, well, Kevin didn't spend much time with us, you know. I always assumed that it was because he was afraid of his battle axe of a wife.
You know, Megan, quite a few of Kevin's other women have gotten in touch with me and offered their condolences as well as apologizing for being part of his infidelity. And they've had stories about how they need that money for their children's college funds or for medical bills or other important things like that.
Yes! That's just like me! I'm just like them!
I loved Kevin, but he was a no-good philanderer, and there are literally dozens of children, and some young adults, running around now because of his cheating. So I feel that if I can help any of them with their goals in life, it's my duty to do the right thing by them.
Then why aren't you helping me? I'm in exactly the same boat that they all are in.
Why? Because you've been rude, demanding, and selfish towards me and everyone else around you since the moment we first met. Oh, and you're completely ungrateful, too.
I apologize! I apologized already! Just send me my money already!
I'm sorry, but the funds have all been used up. There is nothing left for you and your son.
Liar! You lie! You have plenty of money, you stingy old cow!
You are a loudmouthed shrew to the very end, Megan. I actually feel sorry for you. I really do.
This isn't fair! Not fair at all! No!
You know, I looked at Kevin's diary.
You did? What did he write about me in there? He said that he wanted me and Kyle to get paid, right?
I actually didn't see much mention of you in there at all.
What? Why, that old dirtbag!
But he did mention Kyle quite a bit. He clearly loved Kyle a lot.
Wow. Really?
Yes. He wrote that Kyle would most likely be the last child that he fathered, so he felt a special love for Kyle because of that. As for you, Kevin said that you're a gold digger and a manipulator and that he was worried about how you would raise Kyle.
That slimeball! Where does he get off writing anything like that about me?
I have a modest proposal for you, Megan. Let me adopt Kyle and raise him as my own.
He's all yours!
Wow. That was easy.
I thought he was going to make me rich, but he hasn't, so you can have him.
Really? You'll really just give him up without a fight?
Like I said, he's all yours.
Okay, then. It's the deal.
Hang on a second, though. If you adopt Kyle, that will make him an heir, right?
I don't know.
What? Why wouldn't he be?
I don't know if just adopting him would make him the successor to all of what Kevin built. For example, the person running Kevin's company now is someone who was promoted from within and worked his way up. He's not related to Kevin by blood in any way.
Oh, is that so? Then there's no point in getting my hopes up about that, I suppose.
So all we have to do is get our lawyers to draw up the adoption paperwork, and then we can make this happen.
Aren't you forgetting something?
What's that?
Did you think that you were getting Kyle for free?
Wait a minute. I strongly advise you to think very carefully before your next words, Megan. Our close family friend is a police officer, and I won't hesitate to call him if you say what I think you're going to say.
What are you talking about? Why would you do that?
I've already had a background check done on you, you know.
Why? Why are you sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong?
I have to say, I was shocked when I read the report on you. You can't just do things like that and expect to get away with them.
Oh no. Come on, please don't dredge up that stuff now. Please.
I don't know, Megan. That stuff was really, really bad.
Okay, I give up. I'll do this however you tell me to. I just can't handle that old stuff being brought out for everyone to see, okay? Please.
Fine. Just talk to your lawyer then. I'll talk to mine too, and we'll get this done without any more drama.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Is there anything else you want to say to me?
I'm sincerely sorry for the way I've acted and the trouble that I've caused you. It will never happen again.
That's right. Well done.
So, do you think that you could see your way to just giving me a little cash? Like, maybe just $1,000.
You really are a piece of work, you know that?
Oh, never mind. I was just checking. You can't blame a girl for asking, right?
Yeah, right. So, do you still want to try me?
No, it's fine. Never mind. Forget I ever mentioned it.
It's just like I told you. You can't get away with that stuff, understand?
Yes, I understand. Please forgive me and just forget that I even mentioned it.
It took some time, but eventually the adoption paperwork and proceedings were completed and Kyle officially became my son. He really likes my cooking and never fails to eat at least 2 helpings of whatever I serve him. It really makes my heart sing to watch him eat. He tells me that he likes me more than his old mom. He might just be saying that to make me feel good, but I don't care. He's such a sweet boy. As for Megan, I haven't seen or heard from her even once since the adoption, and I have no idea what's become of her. I made it clear to her that she was to stay away from Kyle and me, or I would not hesitate to reveal the dirty secrets that I found in her background report. As for the nature of those secrets, I will leave the details for another day. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button and follow our channel. See you next time. Oh, sorry, Carly. It looks like my mother-in-law is calling me. I should probably get this, so I'll talk to you again later. Okay, talk to you later. Hi, Marie. How are you doing? Why did it take you so long to answer the phone? I'm so sorry. I was in another call. Is everything okay? I just wanted to ask you to come and watch Dylan and Dalton for me. Sinead has something on today, so she left them with me, but I completely forgot that I already had plans, so I need you to come and take them off of my hands. I guess if it's just for the afternoon, I can do it. I also have plans in the evening. Well, I'm going to be out for dinner too, you know. I shouldn't be back too late. Maybe around 6 p.m. That should be fine, I guess. I'm at my mom's house doing some cleaning right now, but I should be done in around 1 hour. Okay, thanks. Make sure you get here before 3. Yes, I will. Don't worry. See you soon. Hi, Marie. I'm here. Oh, hey there, Dylan. Hey there, Dalton. You guys have gotten so big since I last saw you. I guess you're still a little too small to be talking, huh? Where's Granny hiding? She didn't leave you all by yourselves, did she? Hey! I told you not to encourage the kids to call me Granny. We can't have people knowing that Sinead has had kids already. I'm trying to teach them to call me Mom. I think you should start referring to me as Mom around them as well. That way they'll get used to it. I'm not quite sure if that's really a good idea. Surely it will just be more confusing for them. I'm not sure I could get used to referring to you as Mom to my 2-year-old nephews who are clearly your grandkids. Think about it. Does it really make sense for a woman of your age to have 2-year-old twins? Well, I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility. I have my kids early on, so I'm way younger than the average grandma. Much younger than your mom. Maybe this is the first time I've actually felt like having kids early was something to brag about. My siblings and cousins don't know about Dylan and Dalton, you know. I try not to let too many people know about them because I'm too embarrassed to admit that my daughter had them out of wedlock. And she didn't make it easy for me, you know. She didn't just have 1, but 2. Be careful what you say in front of the boys. Twins often start speaking later than other toddlers, but that doesn't mean that they don't understand you. Fine, I'll call you Mom in front of them if that's what you really want. But you shouldn't be openly admitting to your embarrassments in front of them like that. Even though they're only 2, this could affect them a lot and cause them to grow up with some kind of complex. Where is Sinead, by the way? Oh, she's very busy these days. She's only 24, so naturally she wants to go out and have fun with her friends every now and then. She said she was going to get some fresh air for a few hours since it's the weekend. She has been through a lot, being so young and already having these two to worry about. I really don't think Sinead actually does that much towards raising the twins, though. She seems to be going out a lot recently. You seem to be calling me over to help with the twins more often than before. Do you think that maybe she might have found herself a boyfriend? Of course not. The thought of her getting herself accidentally knocked up again fills me with dread. Please don't even talk about the idea of her dating someone. I don't even want to think about it as a possibility. Anyway, do you two have any news on the baby front? Oh, about that. As I told you before, the people at the fertility clinic said that Will has a low sperm count. So even with IVF, things might be difficult. It takes two to tango, you know. I really don't like that you keep insinuating that you struggling to conceive is all my Will's fault. Well, whether you like it or not, the fact that his sperm count is low is the truth. I tried to explain it to you properly last time, but it didn't seem like you were even listening to me. Are you sure that the doctor you went to is a reputable one? They could be a quack. In most cases of infertility, the problem lies with the woman, not the man. Our family has never had any fertility problems before, so I'm confident that my son isn't the reason why you two haven't been lucky trying for a baby. Are you sure that nobody on your side has had fertility problems before? Not that I know of, no. And the clinic that we went to is very well known and has an excellent reputation, so I think the chances of the doctors there being quacks are very low. Well, I won't believe you until I hear it from the doctors myself. Next time you go, you'd better take me with you. Sure, we will. If you really don't believe me, you can choose a clinic you know and trust and we can go and see the fertility doctors there. I guarantee you that they will say the same thing. You're awfully confident, aren't you? Oh goodness, look at the time. I'm going to be late. There's some food for the boys that I prepared earlier in the fridge, so you can just heat that up for them at dinner time. See you later! Okay, have a good time. No matter how many times I tell her that the reason we haven't been able to have kids is because of Will's low sperm count, she never believes me. Dylan! Dalton! Do you want to play with Auntie Anna? What game shall we play? Ooh, are those Lego blocks you're holding? Come on, let's go and build something cool with the Lego. Marie, where are Dylan and Dalton? Shh! You'll wake them up! They're both sleeping. You better not mention the twins at all, okay? We need to be really careful about what we say here. I don't want to hear any accusations about Sinead being a bad mother or anything like that. Do you understand? But this really doesn't seem right to me. However you look at it, isn't this just a sham marriage? Just let it go. You know that Sinead never intended to spend the rest of her life raising the twins. You said as much yourself, didn't you? I never said such a thing. She should take responsibility for her own children and she should be transparent with her fiancé and just tell him the truth about them. If he really loves her and wants to marry her, then he should be willing to accept her no matter what. I can't believe you're asking me to just be quiet and let her go ahead with this. If he finds out that he's been deceived later on, the repercussions will be way worse than if she's just upfront with him now. Just keep your mouth shut. You're also benefiting from this situation, aren't you? How on earth can I possibly benefit from this situation? Oh, they're here already. We'll talk more about it later. For now, just focus on not saying anything about the twins. Okay. Honey, could you go and open the door for me, please?
Sure, on my way. Hi there. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Arthur, Sinead's dad.
The pleasure is all mine. I'm Garrett. Thank you so much for inviting me over today. Oh, look at you. You're so handsome. Come on in. I'm Sinead's mom, Marie. This is her older brother, Will, and his wife, Hannah. Oh my goodness. How can you have so many bags with you? Are these all presents for us? I bought you some fancy cookies, and I also got you some flowers. Sinead said that magnolias were your favorite, so I made sure to get them included in this bouquet. Oh, you really didn't have to go to all this trouble, but thank you so much. I just really wanted to make a good impression. I was worried that you might not like me because I'm so much older than Sinead. Everyone keeps saying that I'm punching, and she's way out of my league.
It's you who's out of my league. You're so capable and great at your job. Everyone respects you so much.
I can assure you, the age difference isn't a problem for us at all. Come on in and make yourself at home. Dinner's ready, so let's hurry up and start eating. I heard you like steak, so I made sure to make some for you. I really hope you like it. Anna, can you please go and get the salad and the side dishes from the kitchen counter? Yes, of course. Should I really not say anything? It feels like I would be in on the scam if I didn't. How come the kids have been sleeping for so long? I'm sure one of them should have woken up by now. If they sleep too long during the day, they're not going to sleep through the night. I suppose they have been sleeping for a while. How much of that medicine did you give them?
I'm not sure. I gave them about half of the sachet. They're only small, so I'm sure that was enough for them.
What medicine did you give them exactly? Well, they've been making such a fuss going to sleep at night recently, and we definitely didn't want them waking up during the dinner with Garrett, so we got them some of that medicine that helps you go to sleep. You know, the over-the-counter one you can get at the pharmacy. It's not that strong, so it can't be that bad for them. Excuse me? Are you seriously telling me that you gave toddlers sleep medication? Oh, well, we didn't really have a choice, did we? And besides, since when were you so concerned about the twins anyway? It's just common knowledge that you don't give that kind of medication to small children. And also, you kept mentioning a house at lunch with Garrett earlier. Did you have a house lined up for Sinead to move into with Garrett? Oh, yeah. Well, Garrett is a professor and makes a lot of money. So I thought it would be nice if our side could provide them with a house to show that we're not completely useless in comparison. So you told Garrett that you already have a house, even though you actually don't? This is just more lies on top of lies.
Well, it's not really a lie, is it? There's a perfectly good house owned by somebody in this family that has nobody living in it right now, isn't there? I'm sure me and Garrett living there wouldn't be a problem, would it?
I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Wait a second. Are you talking about... Yes, we are talking about your mom's house. It's been vacant for ages since your mom has been living in the nursing home. A perfectly nice house like that shouldn't be left empty. Houses are for people to live in at the end of the day, aren't they? You've been keeping it nice and clean this whole time as well, haven't you? Are you really asking me to just give my mom's house to Sinead?
Well, yeah. I really don't see what the problem is. And besides, your mom needs to stay at the nursing home to get all the specialized care she needs, right? You said yourself that Parkinson's isn't a disease that gets any better, and we don't know what's going to happen to her in the long run. I really don't want to be the one to say it, but she may never be able to go back and live in that house again.
These two have obviously lost their minds. Oh well, let's hear them out and see how far they're willing to go. But all my mom's stuff is still in there. You can't just move in straight away, you know.
Well, of course you'd need to take all the stuff out. It would make me feel a little weird living amongst stuff that belongs to someone who may be at death's door. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to be morbid. I'm just saying that it's better to make use of the space than to leave it empty, right? I finally have my shot at getting married and living a happy, normal life. That's all I've ever wanted for myself, you know. Don't tell me you're going to try and get in the way of my one chance at happiness.
And what are you planning to do about the twins? It's going to be impossible to keep them a secret from Garrett forever, you know. Well, that's where you come in. I've been thinking about this a lot, and considering that you and Will have been struggling to conceive, we thought that maybe it would be a good idea for you two to take the twins off Sinead's hands. You're in your mid-30s already, and you've already gone through so many emotional and physical hardships trying to conceive. So how about you just give up on that now and just raise the twins as your own kids instead? More and more people are choosing to adopt these days. And surely it's better to adopt kids that are family instead of ones with no relation to you at all. Ah, so what you're essentially saying is that in order for Sinead to have a happy marriage, you want me to hand over my mom's house for free and raise her children as my own without complaint? Have I understood you correctly there? Well, yeah. I guess if you put it bluntly, that is what I'm saying. But there's no need to say it as if it's such a terrible thing. Your mom won't be living in that house anytime soon, and it will help Sinead and Garrett out a lot since houses are so expensive these days. And we're basically providing an instant solution to your fertility problem. Besides, what is any of this between family? This is exactly the sort of situation where family need to come together and help each other out. Don't you agree? You only consider me family whenever it's convenient for you. As long as her precious baby daughter is able to go ahead with the sham marriage, she doesn't really care how much of an inconvenience any of these things are to me, does she? Will, do you not have anything to say about this? Are you really okay with the idea of raising Dylan and Dalton as our kids? Oh yeah, I'm totally fine with it. Mom and Sinead already talked to me about it the other day, and I think it's a good idea. What? You'd already spoken about this and didn't think there was any need to mention it to me at all?
Think about it. Everybody wins in this situation. As Marie already said, it's way better to adopt from within the family than to take on a stranger's kids. And I really didn't want to have to bring this up, but Marie and I really are quite sad at the idea that we don't have any legitimate grandchildren. Since you two are married, taking on the twins will legitimize them and then everyone can be happy. And you can also pay back the debt you owe us this way as well.
I'm not quite sure I follow. What kind of debt do you think I owe you, exactly? Well, at the end of the day, it is the woman's duty to provide the family she marries into with sons, isn't it? You failing at that duty means that you owe us, don't you think? I don't want to sound all old-fashioned, so I didn't mention anything before. But to be honest, this is how Arthur and I really feel about the situation. Oh, yes. Because it's all my fault that we haven't been able to give you grandchildren. Isn't that right, honey? Whose fault it is really isn't important here. Anyway, can't you see that this is an easy solution to all of our problems? There will be no more anxious visits to the fertility clinics, no more listening to doctors going through our options, no more hoping for some kind of miracle. I don't know about you, but I'm getting really tired of the whole process now. Well, after listening to you guys, it seems like everything is already set in stone, no matter what I might have to say on the matter. Even though it's my mom's house you want to use and me who's going to be raising those kids, I seem to have been the only one excluded from this decision-making process.
Well, we didn't even think of it as a matter that needed discussing, because it's the sort of thing that family just do for each other, isn't it? Family help each other out in difficult times, don't they?
Yeah, sure they do. I'm going to need some time to think about this. You have to understand that even though you guys have all already discussed this, this is my first time hearing about all of this, and it's a lot to take in. Please respect that I can't just agree to this on the spot without some careful consideration. What is there to consider?
Mom, there's no need to push her. I completely understand where you're coming from, Anna. It's not an easy decision to make, so I appreciate that you will need to take some time to think about it. Mom, you really need to cut her some slack. I'll always be on your side, no matter what, Anna.
Well, I know for sure she's only being nice to me because she wants something from me. She isn't normally like this towards me at all. She really is shameless. Okay, I'll have a good think about it and let you know as soon as I've made a decision.
The thing is, I know I said to take your time, but there are only 3 months left until the wedding. We've already booked the venue and arranged the date, so I'd really appreciate it if you could make your decision as soon as possible.
Well, if they've already set the date, then they've already taken it as a given that I'm going to say yes to all of this, haven't they? All right, I understand. I'll contact you sometime in the next 3 weeks. It's nice to come to Mom's place and think. You can still smell her everywhere, and it makes me feel at peace. I've been thinking about how lovingly she raised me and comparing it to how I'm being treated by my in-laws, and the way they act towards me just really doesn't sit right with me. I have a feeling they've tried to exclude me from all of the wedding-related events because they're worried that I'll end up deciding against them and saying something about the twins in front of Garrett. The more I think about it, the more I think that there's no way I should even be considering the things that they have asked me to do. Oh gosh. Speak of the devil. Hi, Sinead.
Hey there, Anna. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. To what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
I guess I'll just cut to the chase then, shall I? I just wanted to ask you about the house. You're not thinking about saying no, are you? I've been losing sleep worrying about what I might do if you decide not to let us have the house. If you decide to give it to us, I promise I'll love you forever and ever as if we were real sisters.
Oh, wow. How could I turn down such an enticing offer? But isn't there only just 2 months and a half left until the wedding? You said it was 3 months away when we talked about this before, and it's already been a few weeks since then.
That's why I'm in such a rush. We're on such a tight schedule, you know. We really haven't got much time to get everything ready.
Fine, I'll give you the house. You and Garrett can come and live here. And as for Dylan and Dalton, I'd be happy to take them in and raise them.
Seriously? Are you really agreeing to everything? Thank you so much!
Oh, there's no need to thank me. But as you know, the house is still full of all my mom's stuff, and it will probably take quite a while to take it all out and find somewhere to store it. You must be busy preparing for the wedding, so how about you order everything you need for the house in advance? And once I've had everything removed, you can start moving in.
Oh, but I really would like to be able to come in as soon as possible. Could you at least give me a key to the house? I want to have a look around and see where I'd like to put things.
Oh, there's no need to do that. I can sort everything out for you. I'll let you know the measurements for everything so you can choose what you like. And I'll sort out the wallpapers and floorboards for you as a wedding present. All I ask in exchange is that you give me some more time.
Are you really okay with doing all that for us?
Of course I am. Think of it as me paying back my debt towards your parents for being such a disappointment and not giving them any grandsons. My heart breaks just thinking about how much I've let them down. I feel like through helping you, I can help them too, and that in turn helps to put my mind at ease a little. I really want to help you out, from the bottom of my heart. Oh, by the way, weren't we supposed to be having a big dinner with Garrett's parents to celebrate your engagement? When is that going to be?
Oh, about that. We just decided not to do it because we figured everyone would be too busy to agree on a date.
Ah, okay, I see. Well, I think I'll be having my hands full with getting my mom's house ready for you to move into. So don't be offended if you don't hear from me over the next few weeks. I'll contact you when everything is finished. I am invited to the wedding, aren't I?
Of course you are! You've been such a pushover. I mean, you've really made the push to help us out, and we really appreciate that. I guess we'll see you on the day of the wedding then. I'll also be busy with the wedding photo shoot and everything, so I don't think we'll have a chance to see each other before then. Thanks again! See you soon!
All right, see you at the wedding! Well, it's obvious that they didn't invite me to the dinner with Garrett's parents because they were worried I would blow their cover. That's probably why they're rushing things with the wedding as well. So they can seal the deal before anything can go wrong. I've never seen such a rushed engagement in my life before. Well, anyway, I'm not going to sit by and watch the sham marriage go ahead and throw away my freedom on my mom's house in the process. I have a plan.
Mom, have you heard anything from Anna recently? I've been busy with the wedding prep and I haven't really had the time to message her. But she hasn't messaged me at all either, and I'm starting to worry about it a little. What if she actually never wanted to give me the house in the first place?
What? There's no way she wouldn't. Sinead, you said that she agreed to it without much persuading in the end, right? And anyway, you know that she's not the type to go back on her word. You told me that she said she was feeling bad about disappointing our family and that she wanted to do something to help us out. Didn't you?
Yeah, she did say that. but I just have a bad feeling about this. Last night I had a weird dream about her, and it's been really bothering me. In the dream, there was a huge bag full of money, and when I went to take it, Anna showed up and set all the money on fire. It seems like a bad premonition to me. I keep thinking that she's going to rain on my parade somehow.
Dreams are just nonsense at the end of the day, aren't they? I'm sure nothing is going to get in the way of you having your perfect day. Get all of these silly suspicions out of your head and enjoy yourself, okay? By the way, what's going on outside? Why is it so noisy?
Oh my goodness. Who is that wearing that bright red dress? It's so bright I need to shield my eyes when I look at her.
Oh, that's Anna, Sinead's older brother's wife. I really don't think that's the best dress to be wearing to your sister-in-law's wedding. Oh, she's pushing a stroller. She has twins. Sinead said that she wasn't able to come to the dinner party because she needed to look after her kids, but I had no idea that she had twins. I actually didn't know that she had twins either. I just knew that she had young kids that needed lots of looking after. Well, I guess you'll be seeing a lot of them. They are Sinead's nephews, after all. But seriously, it is hard to look at her straight on in that bright red dress. I really think it would have been better for her to wear a more understated color. She's going to outshine the bride dressed like that. Oh, she's coming over to us. Hi there. I'm Rita, Garrett's mom. You must be Anna, Will's wife, am I right? It's so nice to meet you. I, love your dress, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I picked it out especially to wear today. I thought red would be a fitting color.
And these must be your kids? Sinead did mention that she had nephews, but I didn't expect them to be this big.
That's right. You wouldn't expect me to have 2-year-old children when I haven't even been married for 2 years yet, would you?
Oh, well, we do live in the 21st century, don't we? Having kids before marriage is hardly something to be ashamed about anymore, is it? As long as the children are brought up in a loving home, I don't think the marital status of their parents really matters.
Oh, Sinead will be so happy to hear that you think that. She feels very strongly about keeping the birth rate high, no matter what.
Oh, well, we know how hard raising kids can be, so we don't have any particular expectations of her. We'd be just as happy if she decided she didn't want to have any kids at all. We just want our Garrett to have a happy married life.
Oh, I think it's okay for you to expect her to want more kids. After all, she's already had 2. Why stop there? I have something for you. Please take a look at this.
What's this?
I want to make sure you all know exactly what you're getting yourselves into, so I have a copy for each of you.
I wonder what this could be. Huh? DNA test results for these twins? Wait, it says here that it's 99.9% certain that their mother is... Sinead? This doesn't make any sense.
I understand that you must be quite taken aback by this revelation, but I thought it would be best for you to know before you went through with the wedding. These kids are not mine.
Then these children are...
Yes, they are Sinead's kids. She had them out of wedlock when she was 22. I think it was a one-night stand when she was in college. Nobody knows where the dad is. I feel bad to be putting them through all of this, but it needed to be done. Sinead, her parents, and even my husband were in on the plan to hide this from you forever and pass the twins off as mine. They also never bought a house for you and Sinead to live in either, Garrett. They were expecting me to just give you my mom's house, which is empty right now because she's living in a nursing home receiving treatment for Parkinson's. They were acting as if her fate was as good as sealed without sparing a thought for how that might make me feel.
Oh, gosh. This is far too much for me to take in. I feel dizzy. I think I'm going to faint.
Mom? Mom, are you okay? What on earth is going on over here? Anna? What are you doing here? I told you that you didn't have to come. You must be so busy looking after the kids. And why are you wearing that awful red dress?
I don't know. I think I just felt like causing a scene, to be honest. Since you're here, Arthur, I just want to let you know that I have no intention of raising your grandkids here as my own.
I also have no intention of letting Sinead live in my mom's house. So, here you go. Take your grandsons off my hands. They're not my responsibility, and they never have been.
What are you saying? Do you mean you were just pretending to agree to everything this whole time?
I really can't fathom how you all believe that I would so readily accept such ridiculous demands. You really are naive. Did you not think it was a little strange when I agreed to all of your requests without so much as batting an eyelid? Nobody is that much of a pushover.
How dare you try to cause a scene at my daughter's wedding? Rita, Charles, please don't listen to her. She's obviously lying. She must just be lashing out because she's under a lot of stress at the moment. However stressed you may be, you can't just go around saying that your children aren't yours.
Oh yes, you're right. I am actually quite stressed these days. Would you like to enlighten everybody on the cause of my stress, Arthur? This family keeps blaming me for not being able to have a child, but there's nothing wrong with me, and numerous tests have proved that my husband is essentially infertile. I can bring you concrete proof of that as well if you like. If one of us is having such terrible fertility issues, then how could we possibly have had 2 children already?
I think I've heard enough. Let's call off the wedding right now. I don't want my son marrying into this crazy family. Charles, please don't be so hasty. This is all just a misunderstanding. Anna, are you proud of yourself for ruining my daughter's special day? Just go home already. You've done enough damage.
Oh, I will, don't worry. I have no intention of staying here a minute longer than I have to. I've said my piece, so there's no reason for me to stay. Now for the last time, Arthur, please take your grandsons off my hands. They are not my children. I never intended to watch this sham of a marriage go ahead, and I certainly wasn't going to let you mess with my life so Sinead could get her fairy tale ending living a lie. This has been what I'd been planning the whole time I'd been supposedly getting the house ready for Sinead to move in.
This is insane. Where's Sinead? I need to talk to her. Now. Sinead? Sinead! Sinead, how could you do something like this to me? Were you really planning on stringing me along for the rest of our lives?
Honey, keep your voice down. People are staring at us. What on earth are you talking about?
Oh my goodness, Garrett! The groom can't just burst into the bride's dressing room like that. You're not supposed to see her in her dress before the ceremony. It's bad luck.
Oh, believe me, I've already had my fair share of bad luck. How stupid do you really think I am? I know everything. I know all about how you have 2 kids, but you were planning on pretending they were Anna and Will's in order to deceive me into marrying you. The kids are out there in the lobby right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know where you could have got such a crazy story from.
Well, how do you explain this then? Take a look at this. This is the twins' DNA test that Anna gave to me just now. It says that there is a 99.9% chance that you are their mother. Let's see how you try and explain this away.
Well, that's obviously fake. Anna is clearly trying to poison you against me and ruin our wedding. I can't believe that she would have the audacity to make up such lies about me.
Well, if it isn't true, you won't have any problem taking the twins and going to do another test then. I won't believe you until I see concrete evidence that this is fake. Looking back, there were a few moments that were a little weird. Like when I told you that one of my coworkers was pregnant, and when we went to buy her a congratulations gift, you knew exactly what she would want. As if you had been pregnant before and knew what she was going through.
Oh no, I just wanted to help you out, so I did some research on pregnancy. That's all.
Well, if that's true, then come with me and get the test done.
I won't do it. Why should I have to? I find it quite insulting that you don't trust me here.
My mom passed out because she was so shocked by all of your lies, you know. And my dad is so angry that he's already told all the guests to go home and that the wedding is off. The only way there would be a chance that we could get back from this would be if you were willing to get the test done to prove your innocence. Are you still not going to do it?
What? Your dad sent everyone home just like that?
Well, if you're so confident that all of these are false accusations, I don't see why you can't just go and get the test done. And if Anna is spreading lies about you,
then you also won't have any problem with suing her for defamation to try and claim back the losses from not having the wedding. So what's it gonna be? Are we going to get the test or not?
Of course not! I'm not doing it! I won't do it!
I guess that just confirms your guilt then. So it's all true? Well, if that's the case, you better be prepared to face the consequences of your actions. Do you have any idea how much of a laughingstock I'll be made into over this? I invited a bunch of co-workers and students today, and now I've been made to look like a fool in front of them, all thanks to you.
Honey, please! Wait! What should we do now, Mom? Can you try and call Anna? I told you that my dream was a bad omen. I knew it. I just knew that she was going to ruin everything for me.
But I didn't really have any reason to suspect that she wasn't just going to do as she was told. I was busy looking after the twins, and I just assumed that she was also just busy sorting out her mom's house for you. I never would have thought that she would come and pull something like this on your wedding day. I should have been more suspicious about how quiet she was being this whole time. Anna! Anna! I know you're here! We have a lot to talk about. Oh my gosh, what's happened here? Why is everything such a mess? What's this? Divorce papers? Oh, hi there! Did you have fun at the wedding today? Don't take that smug tone with me. The wedding was completely ruined thanks to you. So this is why you were being uncharacteristically quiet about everything this whole time? You terrify me, you know. I had no idea that you were plotting this. Oh, I terrify you? If I'm terrifying, then what word would you use to describe your unhinged family? They had absolutely no qualms with attempting to mess with my life in order to make sure everything went the way they wanted it to. Can't you see it was unreasonable of them to ask me to give them my mom's house and raise your sister's kids as if they were my own? Those are not just tiny little favors, you know. You're a family of shameless, selfish scammers. If you hated the idea of giving up the house and taking in the twins so much, why didn't you just say so instead of causing a huge scene at the wedding? My parents would have been more than happy to carry on looking after the twins if you really didn't want to. But now you've made this mess, you need to sort it out. You need to take responsibility for ruining my sister's wedding. Oh, really? Rather than ruining your sister's wedding, I like to think of it as saving Garrett's life. Now he doesn't have to spend the rest of his life in a sham marriage with your lying, irresponsible little sister. Instead of being angry at me, you should just be relieved that your family haven't been sued over this. And anyway, you should both be apologizing to me and thanking me instead of trying to blame me for a mess that was caused by your psycho family. I've been putting up with your mom constantly blaming me for not giving her grandchildren, when the problem clearly lies with you. And I've also had to deal with your insufferable little sister who gets away with murder and goes around doing whatever she wants. I never said I wasn't thankful and sorry towards you for putting up with all of that. Sorry. Thank you. Are you happy now? Yeah, I know that you put up with a lot for my sake. But since you'd already put up with a lot, couldn't you have just put up with a little bit more and let this wedding go ahead? It's fine if you didn't want to raise the twins. As I said, my parents would have been willing to do it. So why didn't you just say that you didn't want to? Oh, sure. They would have been totally fine if I'd said no to them. They would have all ganged up on me and backed me into a corner. Not a single person in your family is ever willing to take my side. Not even you. All this taking sides nonsense is so childish. And anyway, when have I ever not taken your side? How can you say that when you know full well that you've slowly started agreeing with whatever your mom says, no matter how unreasonable it is? You never speak up for me when she tries to pin the fertility issues all on me either. And you always agree to every single one of her requests without consulting me. Even if it's something completely crazy, like raising your nephews as our own children. I really can't fathom how you would just sit there and nod your head passively in agreement when it comes to something of that gravity. I am in no way obligated to put up with any of this when all it does is make me miserable. Well, about the twins. I just thought it would be a good idea because we don't have kids and probably won't be able to. Even so, surely you can see that accepting responsibility for your sister's kids so she can abandon them to start a new life is not the answer. I really can't believe that it's come to this. There are plenty of people who get divorced because they can't get on with their in-laws, but I think my situation really takes the cake here. Are you seriously planning on filing for divorce? Yes, I am. And the reason I went to the wedding to expose everything today was because I didn't want to be lumped together with you and your crazy family by being complicit in all these lies. I don't want to waste another second of my life having to deal with selfish people like your family. Please, let's just get this divorce over with quickly. I think you owe me that after all the trouble you've caused me over the years. I really think you're exaggerating about how much of this is my fault. Don't act like you were just some kind of passive observer in all this. You're just as bad as your sister and your parents. I really can't do this anymore. I'm sick of talking to you. Hello? Anna? Are you still there? What just happened? Is she really going to divorce me?
I'm so annoyed! My whole life is ruined! Ruined! And it's all because of her!
Oh, for goodness sake, stop whining. You're giving me a splitting headache. What a day. You can't sit in the corner feeling sorry for yourself forever, you know. You're not the only victim in this situation. What about me? What about my reputation? You're such an embarrassment. Now everyone knows that you had children out of wedlock. I don't know how I'm going to recover from this.
Why are you acting like this is all my fault? We're in this situation because of her. Because of stupid Anna. I never liked her, you know. I always hated how she would look at me with eyes full of pity. It always felt like she was looking down on me. I'm sure she thought she was better than me because she was a married woman, and she saw me as just some pathetic little girl who shamefully had kids out of wedlock.
Well, if you didn't want people to look down on you, you should have made different life choices. And maybe she would have liked you more if you had actually made an effort to be nice to her. If you had, then maybe she wouldn't have ended up taking things this far. Did you ever really make an effort to treat her like a sister? No, you didn't. But despite that, she was always willing to look after the twins whenever we asked.